Miller time.
Miller, morning.
Hello from the old haunt.
That's it. Maybe you could include this in your video log, Miller. You've never mentioned where it all began once. Yeah. Ireland has not gotten one look in.
We're here taking all your KOMs, Miller.
Yeah, we're assured by Egan, who actually watches all your videos religiously, that Ireland has not gotten a look in. So yeah. We expect this to be included.
We need a bit of Ireland feature time, Miller. Make it happen.
Yep. I'll show the view then.
Oh yeah. Here
Pretty standard. We all live like this in Ireland. No real homesteads.
First day in about 3 years where it's your blue sky.
You happy, lads?
Are we going to go to another bike place now?
And maybe Catherine can do the bottle handing out. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Yes. Go. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I'm out of order at the moment, aren't I? Wednesday is a vlog day now. I'm going to do a VO2 session in Centennial Park. Dan's going to meet me in the park. We're going to hopefully have a bit of a chat if it's not raining. We're going to play it by ear after that. I actually don't have a plan. Well, no. We'll get something. We'll get something together. First. Coffee chat. It's amazing the difference different beans make on grind setting. Like for example, on these beans, which are the Harris espresso beans, so I've got to do a much finer grind and a slightly longer grind, as opposed to like the Vittoria ones where I had to like do a rougher grind and much longer. This has got to be the hardest ride to convince yourself to do. A lot of my riding, I do kind of convince myself that it's still just bike riding, like going out and having fun. This is pure, unadulterated training. So I'm going to do some more VO2 stuff. So I'm going to do them on flat terrain, because that's what I struggle with most. Let's get in there, hey? Oh, it's going to be a southerly, so that'll be straight into it. Okay, my biggest issue with these is getting them done.
Finding the motivation. They bloody hurt.
Motivation, and they kill you for days as well.
I try not to do them, I try to race instead.
Crit racing, that kind of thing, can mimic this sort of stuff quite well. But then your coach gets all sooky because they're not quantifiable, structured sessions. Look who's joined us.
Races like this weekend is just hard to reproduce in training. A lot of 2-3 minute efforts, little quick recoveries, another couple of 2-3 minute efforts, and do that for 3 hours.
To point out also, just before my third interval there, I say, oh, do I have to do these? And he says, yeah. Not that it's going to make you any better at these because you're old. So how's the hip?
That's not too bad.
Man had surgery, what?
3 and a bit weeks ago now?
3 weeks ago. Para Nationals is 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks away. I have not done the training that my coach has set. Had the surgery and then been away for a week. We understand that life gets in the way sometimes.
Superb chat, boys.
See you later.
See you later. Now the eagle-eyed amongst you spotted I was running my SRM power meter on Sunday. There's no conspiracy theory here. It is merely the fact I'm lending my Quark to one of the guys on the team who hasn't had power meter yet, and Dan was really keen to get him some power data so he can set a training plan for him. So interestingly, my SRM crank is a campy one. So I am now running SRAM tap with Campagnolo SRM power meter, Ultegra cassette, Campag chain. It all works perfectly. yeah, state champs on the weekend. I just want to pick out one thing. Dan's put a really interesting little blog post about B2B and about how our rides as a team manifested with numbers and all that kind of stuff. Put the link here or there or something. Right. I just wanted to pick one thing out from the state championships race. So I got in a move, what was the sort of bridging move, I suppose, from the peloton up to the front of the race at the end of the second lap. So if we have a look at it, what you'll see, coming to the end of the second lap, and at the end of every lap was this quite short, sharp climb called Ben Dooley Hill. Now, what you'll see if we sort of drag this along is my heart rate goes up to 176. Mine maxes out around 180, that kind of thing. So I'm on the rivet, right? Now, as we just move this along a little bit further, you'll see just as we start to go down the hill, I attack. So I put in a kind of little burst here, sort of 700-800 watts, going down the hill. Attacking the bunch when everyone is on the rivet. Now, I'm on the rivet, as you can see. But my point is, I've attacked the bunch when I'm hurting, knowing that everyone else is hurting. Get my speed up. A couple of guys came with me at this point. Marcus and a few other, actually I think it was just Marcus who came with me. If you want to get away from a bunch, a lot of the time you're attacking when you're hurting because everyone else is hurting. Last, but by no means ever least, we're doing some kit chat. We have bib shorts, people. Leg band chat. Leg bands are like the bane of my existence. I want to make 2 points. One from kind of the manufacturer's perspective and the other kind of more of a cyclist perspective. Now, if we kind of have a bit of a look at them. Now, there is no stitching at the end of a leg band, okay? There's no stitching at the end of a leg band. And that is really because what we're chasing as a manufacturer is that clean finish at the end of the leg. The idea is that this fabric really grips to your leg. Now, don't start me on people with hairy legs there because it wants to grip onto skin. It doesn't want to grip onto hair. Creates friction. It's not going to be able to do its job. Not going to go down that route now. That's a whole other block. There are 1,000,001 different types of materials that manufacturers use. These 4 bib shorts all have entirely different leg gripper fabrics, all aiming to do the same thing. So that's why there is no stitching there. That brings me on to the second point, which is the cyclist point. Maybe this is a little bit of managing our expectations as cyclists. These things, these leg bands, this material, it will turn over. It will start to, on the edge, because there's no stitching, it will eventually start to do that turnover thing. The leg band is only designed to hold the short in position under a certain amount of stress. It's not going to elongate the leg length of your bib short. The key point I want to make is that if your bib shorts fit you correctly, whilst, when you're maybe sitting at a cafe or if you're standing upright, you will get that turn up. When you are actually riding your bike, they don't turn up. The reason I'm saying this is I've looked at 1,000,000 materials. Right? I've ridden shorts that ride way up on me and ones that stay in place. And you know what? It's the same leg band material 9 times out of 10 or something very similar. It's not the fault of the leg band. It's either the wrong cut or you've bought the wrong size. Cyclists in bunches tend to always go, oh, look at my leg bands, they're rolling up, this kind of thing, and now the whole thing's coming up. Yeah, but the shorts are probably too small. We're going out to dinner. We're getting a babysitter. We're going to a restaurant. Kids are staying here. It's what adults do. See you later in the week.